Welcome back, awesome Action Toy fans and subscribers. Today I'm looking at Fortnite Skull Squad. This looks absolutely awesome. I've bought it for 118 Archive. You can find them on Facebook. I'll be sending it off probably tomorrow, but I will be packing the figures loose because it's a lot cheaper for postage. In fact, the postage for this is far more expensive than the actual figures. Which means I get to open it and they are happy for me to review the figures, so that's great news for me and for you guys. You get to see this set, I'm guessing early because I'm not seeing it anywhere else at the moment. It looks really good. On the back it shows some of the new figures. I've seen all of the new figures except for Menace Undefeated Flame. So all those ones you can see down the bottom. The only one I've not seen in the flesh is that one there. So I'm quite looking forward to see what he looks like when he does surface. This is Series 7, 171, 172, 173, and 174, in case you're asking. So it's Bone Ravage, Bone Boss, Fish Skull, and Skull Squad Leader. And it comes with harvesting tools each and 1 weapon each. Oh, sorry, 6 harvesting tools and 4 weapons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to open this up, turn the camera around, and we'll get into the review. Let's take a look at these figures. So here we are. Everything's unpacked, and I've got to say they do look fantastic. Now, I've already got what's his name? Ravage already, but not the Bone Ravage, and it's an awesome figure. If I look at Bone Ravage here, I will say this, I don't like this as much as the original Ravage figure. For me, that's not doing it. You know, and I think Ravage is a fantastic figure. It's one of the early Fortnite figures that actually had a really good bicep bend. You see about 90 degrees, and most are short of that. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this bone version. For me, it's nice as part of a squad, but it's not doing it. The others I haven't had before. We'll look at them in a moment. If you haven't seen a review for Ravage, I'll stick it up here somewhere. Very good figure. Let's look at our harvesting tools. We've got this. We've seen something similar before, I believe, in different colours. That's all right, not great. What's really nice, we get these 2 sort of bones, and these can work if you're into your 112 as well, because these are rather large, bigger than their 5 bones. Look at that, huge. They're good. You get this really nice, again, if you're into fantasy, sort of almost like a small ox skull on this staff here. That looks pretty cool. And again, these really nice sort of fish skeletons, which again will work with 112 and U118, even smaller scales and even perhaps bigger scales. They look really quite cool. Weapons, we get this, looks like a shotgun. I'm not a huge fan of Fortnite weapons, but if you do paint them up, they do look rather cool. Another sort of a shotgun here, which looks pretty good. This nice looking but needs paint on it, sniper or silent sniper rifle. And then this assault rifle here. So let's look at the other 3 figures, since I've got Ravage and reviewed before. So we have the first one, Hamburger Head, who is a Bone Boss. Again, I'm not keen on these sort of Hamburger Head style figures. Yeah, it's all right. Not really my thing. It's got a left, right. It's got a small up, down, sort of side to side. Arms go all the way around. Shoulders go quite high up. Biceps, we've seen these arm links before. Not 90. A waist forwards, backwards, side to side turn, or trunk rather. There's a waist turn. Hips are fantastic, as are a lot of Fortnite figures. Forwards is good, backwards is not bad, to be fair. Thigh twist, double kneecap, though on this side with this in the way, he won't get very tight. As tight as he'll get on that. There's no boot twist, but they have foot swivel outwards and inwards, and he has a decent tippy toe and a really good, has to be said, dorsiflexation there, and Michael Jackson. You know, so not bad, all things considered, but I just don't like that look. If I was to buy one of these sets for myself, I would be replacing that head with a different skull style head. We come on to Fish Skull, and you know what? I didn't think I'd like him. Again, it's his comedy head, but actually he looks really, really good. The way the mouth part protrudes and the eyes protrude, I think that works well. Either as a mask someone's wearing or some sort of strange alien head. Looks pretty damn good. Now, what I will say, his feet are tiny in comparison to some of the others. So his balance is far more difficult. So articulation, left, right, he has tiny up and down. Arms go all the way around. Shoulders go nice and high. Bicep looks pretty good. That's a bit stiff. Hopefully this one's a bit looser. There we go. Yep, he gets over 90, just over 90 on the bicep. It was 90, but that curve makes it look over 90. He can turn left to right on the trunk, forwards, backwards, side to side. There is a small waist twist. He would get full splits, but this sort of pack on his side that gets in the way. Thigh twist as usual. His double kneecap will be interesting because his legs are skinny. Yeah, nice and tight. Look at that. That's really tight for a Fortnite. You see how thin his feet are there as well. On the feet, again, you don't have a boot twist, but you do have the side-to-side swivel, which is not so easy on him. And he should have a really good tippy toe. Yeah, phenomenal. Look at that. And he should have a really, really, really good dorsiflexation. Yeah, that's like even better than bone boss. Look at dorsiflexation now. Hello, look at me. Oh, hello, Bob, I'm on TV. So, yeah, pretty good articulation, to be fair. Better than I was expecting. So that's fish skull. So, him and the last one I'm going to look at are definitely my favourite out of the two. And the last one is your Skull Squad leader. Isn't that the same as like Cuddle Squad leader, I think, for who I haven't got before, but in this colour scheme, I think looks fantastic again. You can imagine these are part of the street gang, that's like their costumes or their whatever, their sort of dress code. It'll match up nicely with like almost your, I forgot his name now, so almost like your Bloodbane from Annex 21 or your Void from Annex 21 or 2179. Really why I'm interested in these. Looks really good in this skull. I didn't think it would, but it looks great. The only thing is there should be more black on the back of the head. And everything I said when I did the toy haul, you look at the hands, there's no bone painting on the hands, but this one has the bone painting on the hands. This one has the bone painting on the hands, and our Ravage has the bone painting on the hands. Now, I don't know whether this was why I managed to get a set early because it's a production error, or whether they all come like that. I'm not sure, but looks fantastic either way, and that wouldn't be difficult to do yourself. But I think it looked really nice. Just to get in the same matching white would be quite difficult. So head down and up, pretty good. Side to side, no. Looks round rather, no side to side. Arms go all around, shoulders go really high, like I can't do that. Biceps, really nice, you get 90 degrees. You've got the trunk, forwards, backwards, small side to side, can twist. Waist is a bit stiff, but can do it a little bit. Hips, interestingly, not that far on this one. You'd have to shave some of that pelvis section off underneath the white maybe if you want to go further. Thigh twist as normal. Double kneecap, nice and tight, look at that. And then you've got the feet, which have a bit stiff. I don't want to force anything. I see this left foot here, which come out to the side and also which go in. And then on the tippy toes, very nice tippy toe. And the dorsiflexation looks to be not probably the least grey out of the four figures, or out of the three that I've looked at in this review. Very, very nice figure. Now, I do like Fortnite figures. The reason being, they are relatively cheap compared to your Joy Toys, your Acid Rain Wells, and whatever else. And they're great. They're easy to customize. And if you go wrong, it's a cheap figure. You're not that upset. The other thing I says about the figures, this one here, is that Bone Boss? It needs something on the tongue. Maybe just a line going up in the center or something. I think they're pretty cool. They will struggle to hold their guns particularly nicely normally, because they're more for their harvesting tools and not really designed exceptionally well for gun holding with two hands. One hand's fine, you know. So here's Ravage. Can't get her arm to bend now. Come on, Ravage, bend your arm for me. There we go. And you see that it's really hard to reach around and grab that without sort of stretching quite a bit. There we go. And actually sort of letting go of the handle. And it's not a very nice shooting pose. He's just sort of holding it to one side. They will all be very similar on that. Single-handed guns work much better than the guns that need two hands. Now these are interesting because they are quite thick, so you're gonna have to open the fingers slightly to get this into place, and they come with quite close fingers. Now there is give in Fortnite fingers, there you go, so they can pick them up quite easily, and that does look really good. If you're into fantasy, this is great for dioramas, or even for your caveman with a bone club or something to Kong to club his wife at the head and drag him back to the cave for the marriage ceremony. As we seem to believe from all these movies from like 50 years ago. That works really well. I do like that bone. That does look fantastic. Let's get this stand up again. And then we have this strange looking almost shamanistic style staff here, but I wish that was in white. That is more of a bone colour here, you know, ironically, but I think it looked better if it was in white perhaps. And if it were longer, you could cut that head off and put it onto a longer shaft if you wanted. But again, that looks pretty cool. And then lastly, let's have a look at the fish. They do have these parts around the tails here, which do look like handles because they're quite rounded and that sort of handle size. Yeah. And I'll do one up and one down. Just stretch those fingers a little bit. Again, they do look really, really good. I think this is a fantastic set. Definitely worth picking up. Particularly for these two. And 5 of the accessories. The 2 fish, the 2 bones, and that one there. I'm not sure if I've ever seen them loose here in China. If I will be a while yet. But if I do see another box set, I will buy it for myself. Because I think these are great figures with good accessories. Please click on the notification icon if you haven't done so already, and if you haven't subscribed, do so as well. You can like, share this video if you choose to. Check out my other videos and check back soon for more video reviews, news, etc. from myself or some action toys. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye bye.